Alright guys, welcome back. And okay, today's content is going to be about restaurant business marketing budget. So the only reason why I want to come up with this is because there's a lot of restaurant or business owner that should they spend money on the marketing or not, right? Now if you have to look in this way that, as I've mentioned in my previous video, that if you are not marketing on social media platform or any sorts of a marketing options, then probably you're missing a lot of opportunity, especially like in the digital world. You're missing about close to like 55 to 65%. So that's a huge amount of negligence, I would say. So all right, so what I want to share with you in this content for today is we got to figure it out. What is the rate and what is the percentage on the marketing budget that you should be willing to spend for your business? Now also, why would you want to spend this amount is also depend on the market or say the business model that you have. So this probably may apply or may not apply for a franchise business, but if you're a brick and mortar and independent business, this is something that you have to look into, because the market competition is too high right now, right? And it's going to be the same thing. So if you are into the food industry and you do not have the presence of your business in the social media platform, right, then you're going to be in a big problem. That's going to be very clear, because when you are trying to compete with very similar product, but it's just a different brand name, right? The franchise business or the business that is with a huge capital probably may be able to override you. That's something that we have to be very careful about, how we want to actually operate our business. So welcome again. This is going to be the presentations about optimizing marketing budget for your restaurant, right? So when we have to think about the marketing budget, a few things that you have to look into is that how much percentage should I allocate for my marketing, right? So the standard is going to be a little bit different, because what happened here is that you have to understand that the business model what you have. So if you're in a franchise business, usually it's going to be like a bulk marketing for them, and they do not have a separate the platform to market. So let's say if it's for a McDonald's has which is one website. It just probably maybe they have different Google My Business location. That's a totally different, but the main platform that or the user interface that the customer uses is the same website and app for everybody. So in that case, if they have to promote or send you the flyers, posters, and all those things, then probably that's a totally different scenario, because it's still in a marketing cost, but the marketing cost is going to be very low for the bulk marketing basically. So that is going to be somewhere about like a 2 to 4%. That's the reason when you sign a contract on a franchise business model, you will see the marketing cost is going to be somewhere about like a 3 to 5% or 3 to 4%. Sometimes it's between 2 to 4%. But when you have to look into a brick and mortar business, the rate is going to be a little bit different, because you have to take care of your own prime locations first, right? So if you don't have more than like a 2 location, then the percentage on that marketing cost is going to be a little bit different, right? So now allocating budgets to the market to effectively promote your restaurants, allocate about 5 to 6% of your budgets to the marketing. So that's something you really have to understand. It's how much should you work on that 5 to 6%, and you have to also think about it. You have to have a goal to allocate this percentage, because there's going to be a lot of marketing company that they might ask you saying that I'm going to offer you my services, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that, right? And then probably let's say that's going to cost you 4,000 or 5,000 a month. Plus you have to run, if you're running an ads, the ads is going to be added onto that. So on average your cost is going to go up. So that's because you didn't have the proper goals, right? So now you understand what is the goal that you have for the marketing purpose, right? So let's say you want to drive more traffic to your store, or there is a particular product that you want to promote, or is that you are looking for to build your loyalty program, or is that you are looking for your customers to share feedbacks and all those review in your platform, which is in the Yelp or Google My Business. All those things are there. So you have to have some sort of a goal what you want to do with your marketing. So you cannot just go in general. So if what's happened here is that if you allocate, let's say 5% for one particular month, then what happened here is that you will not be able to efficiently deliver that marketing campaign, because you're doing a lot of things at a time, and probably would not be that efficient for you to get the results or achieve the results based on the allocations of the percentage or the amount that you have put aside for your marketing. So an average, you might want to allocate like a 5 to 6 persons, but if you're a business which is below like 2 year, then I would say just keep aside like somewhere around like 8 to 10% is a very good number to do the marketing costs. So we're going to go through about where you're going to be spending the amount of that 8 to 10% if you're a brick and mortar or independent. So it can be with the coffee business or coffee shop, ice cream, or this smoothies, bakery stuff, any business, right? As long as it's a food business, because you gotta really work around on this marketing, because if you're missing it, like I mentioned, you're going to be losing somewhere about the 55 to 65% of the market opportunity. So the industry benchmark, the standard is somewhere between 2 to 6%. This also include with the franchise business and non-franchise business as well. So if you're running as a franchise business, probably like I mentioned, it's going to be between like a 2 to 4%. But if you're running a brick and mortar, it might probably be about 6%. So now, I'm assuming that if you're brick and mortar business, right? So let's keep aside like a 6 to 8%, or say 8 to 10% as an average, right? And now, where are you going to be spending your funds, right? So what we have to do is just still focus, right? Because in today's digital age, prioritizing digital marketing channels with a particular emphasis and on leveraging social media platforms to connect with your audience and enhance brand visibility. So I have seen that. Why do you have to market your business? Sometimes you might would be thinking like I just don't want to spend money because I do not know much about the platform. So we guys been in the business for quite some time, and we have seen the ups and downs of the business, and we also have seen the opportunity. So as a business owner, probably you might not be able to think about beyond what is the requirements for to operate or run a day-to-day business in your business, right? So but we being on the two side of the world, basically in the market, understanding the research and all those consultancy business, and we also operate a business which is a restaurant. We understand that we have to really focus on all sides of the opportunity, basically, to make sure that we are delivering the business in a very efficient and in a very productive manner, because the competition is too high. So if you really want to take part in this business endeavors, then you have to kind of come up with some sorts of strategies to work around on your business. So the social media strategy is something that you might want to focus, and how you do that, by crafting compelling social media strategy, share engaging content, utilize target advertising to reach a specific demographic, and implement promotions to attract and retain customers. So this is very important. Like I always suggest, whenever you're doing a marketing campaign or anything like that, whether it's a product launch or new locations or anything that you are going to be offering to the customers, please do kind of have some sort of a funnel or opt-in page that you are able to gather or capture those customer data so that you can retarget them all the time. Now, this is so important because you're running a business. Every now and then you gotta do a lot of marketing about your business. So sometimes there is a way to cut the cost and reuse those resources, the assets for remarketing, and to use those assets to remarketing would be the email contacts of the customer. That will be either the email, the phone number, right? These are the kind of easy way to get interact and engage with your customers and clients. And not only that, if you always have active engagement in your social media platform, that's going to be a very great advantage for you as well. So you as a business owner probably may not know about how to work around on this social media platform and how to draft a strategy. I know this is going to be very overwhelming for you guys, but that's the reason we're here, right? That's the reason we can help you out. That's the reason why you have to get out of that doubt and explore the other opportunity in this business, because you have invested the time, you have invested a lot of resource, everything, the stress and all those things, right? It's not easy. But if you're just go in with a good plan and good strategy, probably sometime you may not win the battle, but you're not going to kill yourself at the end, right? That's what it matters the most as well. So engaging contents, so how that is delivered by creating high quality image, the videos and stories on your contents, targeted advertising, reach a specific demographic, promotions, attract and retain customer, just as I have mentioned in the previous one. So this is something that we have to really work around. And when we work as a marketing agency for restaurants, this is something that we have to focus on. We want to research, not just like you give me the content, so we just put it on and expect something to happen. No, we don't work that way. So in a professional world, how it works is that we have to understand what is your business model, at the same time the product that you are serving to the customer, and based on that we have to refine and run an analysis, SWOT analysis, basically strength, weakness, opportunity and threat analysis, and see who are the demographic, the target audience for your business or the product that you are delivering, right? So based on that, we will be able to work out and deliver you the great ROI, basically. So when you have to work around on ROI, now you might be thinking about how can I get a 5 times, 10 times of my investment? Of course, you can get it. If somebody says that I cannot promise you the ROI, then that person must be not aware of how it has to work around, because there are some short-term and long-term service provider. The short-term would not know much about this info, but the long-term, players, they will know, because they have gone through a lot of memos, program strategies, and we understand what's the best to deliver, right? And we always optimize the market at the same time to make sure that there is something, there's a little opportunity for us to sneak into and run around in that particular loop and extract the best as much as we can for our clients and for our services, right? So now, how do you plan to get like a 2x, 3x, 5x, right? So there's going to be like A and B tests most of the time. Every product or every test has to be delivered with a testing period as well. So for example, now we want to target your new product, new items, right? At the point of time, we're going to be working around within 15 to 20 miles of the radius of your business. Most of the time, it's not going to be 20 miles. It's going to be between 5 to 10 miles. That's the maximum. That would be the max. But the ideal would be within 3 to 5 miles, right? That's what we will be looking for, and we will see how many people engage in that particular area with our data through the Facebook and the Instagram, the TikTok, and all those things. So we can get those data and figure it out who would be our ideal target market to make sure that our advertisement is engaged with those particular audience. So in that case, if we can drive or create some sort of a system where we can drive that crowd to your business or to your advertisement, the ROI is going to be very excellent. That's just for sure. That's how it's going to work out, right? So now the ROI would be an average. The ROI should be 3:1. So your investment is about $1, and we're expecting to get a $3 out of that, right? So that is the average, or that's the standard, in the market. But again, this can go low or high, but we are not looking for a low. At least it should be 1:1, 2:1, right? But then what we are looking is how can we go beyond 3, beyond 5x of your investment. All this depends on not just because you just throw some advertisement or you have some good content. It's all about the tactics game. You have to play smart in this game, because there is going to be an alternate options for the audience to opt for. So basically, if somebody is going to offer for like chicken wings for $15, then probably yours is, let's say, $17. They might will just go for the $15 because of the price and the power of purchase, to purchase basically. So it also depends on, and also you have to also know that what period of time that you should run your ads. Say for example, this is really good. We have been doing this for quite some time, and it's really very helpful, and it really impacts on the campaign, because let's say in your demographic, right, in your area within 2 to 3 miles, there are people working. So if there are more of the people who are employed, right, not self-employed, employed, and they got like a W-2, so most of these employees will get a bi-weekly paycheck. So usually the weekly paychecks are distributed somewhere between like a Thursday, Friday, right? So now you might want to check these promotions to be on somewhere on the second week between like Tuesday to Saturday or following Monday, right, for 7 days. something like that, because that's the time when people have the money. At the same time, they got the salary, and they will be able to they will be willing to spend some money on testing and trying your product. So there's a lot of strategies involved in that to look into ROI. So that's one of the things that we have to kind of deeply dig into it, and to refine the best value for our strategy. Now, let's say if you do not do, the second one is if you don't do marketing right, and especially in the digital world, there are a lot of things that you're missing it, because most of your audience is engaged in the digital world. So that's where you want to capture first. That landscape, you want to dominate as much as you can by building your brand. People should know your brand. People should know, say when they say about pizza, the first thing you should come to the customer mind is your brand, right? How you do that? By constant marketing, showing your brand among this, the landscape to the audience. So you really do not have to spend a lot of money. Here's one of the things, the ad cost is not that expensive if you really plan well. If you do not have the strategy, you might well just simply unnecessarily burning your cash, not getting anything out of it, right? So contact us as well if you have questions. But here's something that you are missing out when you do not do digital marketing. So neglecting digital marketing in today's landscape poses significant risk of restaurants. Here's an overview of the potential drawback. So, like I said, a loss of visibility, which means people are not aware of your brand or anything like that. So they basically means nobody knows you, right? You might say, hey, I've been in this business for 6 months or 1 year or 2 years. Nobody knows. Why? Because you're not visible to them. So how can you put yourself out to the crowd? It will be more or less engaged in the social media platform, and also interact as much as you can, through different various programs that you can always, work around. We have a lot of different ways to work around, and we have a lot of strategies to work around on all these things, right? So without the marketing, you lost visibility to your crowd. Without a digital marketing strategy, a restaurant may fade into obscurity online. Lack of online presence can result in reducing visibility among potential customers. Miss sale opportunity, that is what I was talking about earlier. You might be missing sales about 60 to 50%, say 55 to 65% if you do not present yourself in the online landscape. So in an era where customers rely on online searches, not having a digital market presence means missing out on potential sales. And the second one is, a competitor with a robust online presence may attract customers who could have chosen the neglected restaurant. So here's what it is. If you are neglecting your digital marketing, there is going to be a competitor who is going to be taking all your customers. You might have the best product. You might want to also serve the best product. You have the good team, everything. But if you are not doing well in your marketing, or if you're not present in your online, then your competitor is going to be taking away those clients in a cheaper and more of better or best quality. Okay. So the decreased customer engagement. So what happened here is that if you are not a presence online, the growth rate or the engagement rate is going to go low, because the customer is not aware, or you're not providing or some sort of medium to interact with them, to engage on this particular platform. So that basically means that it's going to be decreasing the customer engagement. So social media and other digital platform offers direct avenues for customers interaction. So you're just blocking the channel to interact with your business. So here you go. Neglecting these channels means losing opportunity to engage with the customers, gather feedbacks and relationships. So this is something really important, that you have to gather feedback as much as in review. That will boost your business on one way or the other. At the same time, what you need to understand is that you build your relation, and how you build by relation, that means that you gotta engage more with your customers, right? And then ineffective communications. In the absence of the digital marketing, conveying promotions, event, or changes in the menu become challenging, right? And the next one is, customer may retain uninformed about the latest offer or update. So this is something, if you have a good, engaging social media contents, and you are participating a lot in a social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, TikToks and all, or maybe YouTube Shorts, you will be able to promote to your audience to what actually you really want to set the goal for your program, right? And when you are active in the social media platform or these digital platform, you reduce the competitions basically. So restaurants that invest in digital marketing gains a competitive edge Neglecting these aspects put restaurants at a disadvantage compared to the competitor actively engaging with the customer online. Limited targeting and personalizations. Digital marketing allows for precise targeting for a specific demographic and personalized communication. Without it, marketing efforts may be less effective and lack the personal touch that today customers often expect. Right? So navigating online reputation. In the absence of active digital engagement, negative review or comments may go unaddressed. Negative online reputation. This is really, really important because that's the first thing that the new customers would want to see, how your ratings and reviews are. So people, the new customers, the new audience who wants to try and test your product, if you have a negative review and there is no active response to the customer, then there's going to be a big hit on your business. So you want to work around on these things. This is what we actually work on as well. We call it reputation management. So if you are willing or if you're interested to work around on your reputation management part, the reviews, the ratings, and all those things, we can help you out. So in the absence of the active digital engagement, negative reviews or comments may go unaddressed. This can harm the business online reputations, effective potential customers' perceptions. Inability to adapt to trends. Digital marketing is dynamic, allowing business to adapt to changing consumer trends. All right. So neglecting it means missing opportunity to align with evolving preference and behavior. So underutilizations of cost-effective channel. Digital marketing often provide cost-effective channels compared to traditional advertising. Here's the reason why I don't, suggest a small business owner, or if you're not making like more than $500,000 to $1 million a year, then I would not suggest you to go with, the traditional marketing, which is going to be the poster, the flyers that you distribute door to door, or say you're doing a radio or TV commercials, or if not the hoardings, the road signs and all those things. So you don't really have to do it because people may just know it, but how long would they be able to save in their head for a couple of seconds, right? And most of the time people, when they go to their, pick their, mails from the mailbox, they just discard those things. So the best way to get your content, your asset permanently in your profile would be to engage more on the social media platform. And not only that, you can always share those contents in your Google business as well, right? So if some guys do not use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, still they will be able to see your contents, your images, your photos and reviews and all on your Google business, right? Google My Business platform. So inability to adapt to the trends, right? Underutilizations of the cost-effective channel. Digital marketing often provide cost-effective channel compared to traditional advertising. Neglecting these channels means potentially spending more or less efficient marketing methods, data-driven decisions making, right? So here, this is how you will be able to understand. So for example, let's say you go towards the traditional marketing and you were using the hoardings, or you were printing out a lot of flyers, thousands and thousands of flyers, right? Expecting there's going to be a return on the ROI, but how are you going to trace it, right? How would you know that how many you have delivered or how many people have viewed it? You have no records of all those things, right? And you won't be able to even get like how many people listen to on the radio, how many people watch their ads on the TV commercial, right? But in the digital platform, you'll be able to see everything because the insights and the data that they have extracted and all those things is really, really powerful, right? So when you have all those data, you'll be able to kind of strategize based on the weak and the strength and the opportunity and the threats as well, right? So that's something that you really, really should work on. So if you want to get plan a good strategy for your business, if you want to be more productive, more efficient, and understand your cost, then you should be making decisions towards going into digital landscape for your business marketing, because you can have data, and that data is going to be something that's going to help you out, to direct you, to point you, and to make a good decision on based on whatever the information that you have. So data-driven decision making is really important in every business. Right, so digital marketing provides available data on customer behavior, decisions making. Digital marketing provides valuable data on customer behavior, preference, and trends. Neglecting these insights means making business decisions without the benefit of data-driven strategies. So neglecting digital marketing can result in missed opportunity, diseased competitiveness, and compromised online reputations, all of which can lead to significant losses in business and customers' engagement. Now, this is a few important things that you have to understand, right? So I believe that this is something helpful for you. At the same time, this key takeaway in this content for today is the significance of budgeting allocations, the power of digital marketing, and the importance of selling achievable ROI targets to drive success in the competitive restaurant industry. So if you'd like to discuss further and explore what would be the best strategy to tailor your business, right, feel free to contact us, because we will be able to help you out. And if you would like to know more about this, feel free to share your feedback in the comment sections of this content. At the same time, you can also email to us. We will be providing you 30 minutes to 1 hour free consultations based on see where you want to go. And also, it also depends on the business goal that you want to achieve within the period of time, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or whatever the long strategy that you have, right? So at the end, guys, what I want to share with you in this content is that focus on your digital marketing, because that's the easiest way and that's a more efficient way. And if you want to save a lot of money at the same time, work around with a good team, good members or employee or staff who really does know that what they are doing, right? They should have good data insights of the industry. At the same time, should be able to understand both sides, right? Or all sides, basically. So you've got to know how to do this proper marketing using your social media platform, and understand what is the right platform for you. So should you engage in the Instagram? Should you engage in Facebook, TikTok, YouTube Shorts? You gotta really understand those things, and based on that, whatever your audience are engaging, you want to kind of hit on that one and go all in, right? But when I say go all in, not just because you want a specific on one particular platform. It's not like that. Go all in with a good strategy so that you can get your ROI not just only 3-to-1, but at least 5-10-to-1 ratio. So that's what we are looking for. All right, guys, if you want to contact us, like I said, I will leave you the contact information in the description. You can also email me at sameair.com or support@sameairmedia.com. We will get in touch with you. And if there is anything that you would like to share to us, feel free to comment in the comment section, and to get your support, right? I always need your support as well to see what I'm sharing with you is something that you would be interested, or your friends and folks will be interested. So subscribe to the channel, share to your friends and folks, and let's make things better and help each other to grow. All right, guys, until the next content, you all have a good day. See you later.